I didn't expect marriage to end with a text message, especially not one that sounded so casual. We'd been married 12 years, long enough to understand routines, compromises, and quiet sacrifices. My name's Rowan. I'm 39, and I believed consistency mattered more than fireworks. That's why the message hit me harder than shouting ever could. Dinner with my boss tonight. Married. Totally harmless. Don't wait up. I stared at my phone, reading it again, slower this time, letting each word settle. Harmless shouldn't need reassurance. Married shouldn't be emphasized. And don't wait up sounded less like information and more like dismissal. I wasn't the jealous type. I'd never checked her phone, never questioned late meetings or work trips. Tamsin always said she loved that I trusted her, that I wasn't insecure like other men. I took pride in that. I worked logistics, long hours, steady pay, health insurance, the boring foundations of adult life. She worked marketing, social, charming, always surrounded by people. We balanced each other, or at least I thought we did. So when she texted that night, I told myself to stay calm. Couples have dinners. Bosses exist. Trust means swallowing discomfort without complaint. I reheated leftovers, ate alone at the kitchen island, and scrolled aimlessly while the clock crept past 8, then 9. I imagined her laughing across a white tablecloth restaurant, nodding politely, telling a work story I'd already heard twice. My chest tightened, not from certainty, but from possibility. Around 10, I texted back a simple, okay. No emoji, no questions, just acknowledgement. She didn't respond. I went to bed with the lights off, staring at the ceiling, listening to the house breathe without her in it. She came home after midnight. I heard her shoes by the door, the careful movements of someone trying not to wake another person. She slipped into bed, phone glowing briefly before disappearing under the pillow. In the morning, she was upbeat, humming while making coffee, kissing my cheek like nothing was off. Late night, she said. Long conversations. I nodded, asked about work, kept my voice neutral. She didn't mention dinner again, and I didn't ask. That was our unspoken agreement now. Weeks passed, and something shifted. Not dramatically, just enough to notice if you were paying attention. Her phone never left her hand. Dinners together shortened, eye contact thinned. She laughed more at messages than at me. I told myself every marriage goes through quieter seasons. Then one afternoon, while folding laundry, her phone buzzed on the bed. The screen lit up with a preview. Can't stop thinking about last time. It was from a contact saved as MH. No hearts, no emojis, just words. I didn't open it. I didn't need to. My stomach dropped with a clarity that surprised me. That night, when she fell asleep, I lay awake replaying everything. The text, the dinner, the distance. I wasn't angry yet. I was embarrassed. Embarrassed that I'd been proud of my trust, while something grew in the space I refused to examine. In the morning, I asked her directly, "Are you seeing someone?" She blinked, offended. "Of course not. Don't be dramatic." I apologized for asking. She accepted it too quickly. 2 days later, she forgot her tablet at home. It chimed while I was in the living room. I shouldn't have looked, but restraint felt pointless now. There it was, plain and undeniable. Messages stretching back months. Hotel bars, compliments, jokes about me being nice but predictable. The boss wasn't harmless. He wasn't just married. He was confident, indulgent, reckless enough to believe consequences were optional. My hands didn't shake. My thoughts didn't race. I felt a strange, hollow calm settle in. When Tamsin came home, I didn't confront her immediately. I finished dinner. I washed the dishes. I waited until she asked why I was quiet. I told her I knew. I told her I'd read everything. She didn't deny it. She sighed, like I'd brought up an inconvenience. "It wasn't supposed to mean anything," she said. "I didn't want to hurt you." I nodded. "But you did." She shrugged. "It just happened." That was when something inside me closed. I packed a bag without drama. No yelling, no ultimatums. She watched, confused, asking where I was going, saying we should talk, saying she'd ended it already. I told her calmly that she'd already made her choice. She said the dinner was a mistake. I said mistakes don't last 6 months. I walked out, not because I hated her, but because I finally respected myself. I drove to a quiet motel, slept better than I had in weeks, and woke up without the familiar weight on my chest. People think betrayal is loud, explosive. Sometimes it's just quiet erosion, a series of small dismissals that add up to something irreversible. I didn't leave because of one dinner. I left because trust, once treated as disposable, stops being a virtue and starts being a liability. The text told me everything I needed to know. Not about her boss, about her. And about the version of myself I refused to be anymore.